1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break, give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Give me a break, give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
You can keep it to yourself, but it wouldn't be fair, cause that chocolate crispy taste is loved
Everywhere. So give me a break, give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
You're listening to the Mobcast Network.
Welcome to the Cult Movie Cantina. Woo! This is a podcast that looks at some of your favorite cult films as an alcoholic beverage and shows it to someone who's not seen them.
I'm here.
And then we talk about it. But except this week because it's a cult meeting, so we're going to talk about other stuff. So I'm your Native American pop culture spirit guide, Scotty, and I'm joined by, as always,
your Lady of Libations, Countess Stephanie von Frankenberry.
and
Justina, your Jellicle Jester.
she who knows no movies.
Admiral.
At ease.
At your service. At your service.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it has been.
You don't put me at ease, sir. I'm the Admiral. I put you at ease.
Sorry, at your service.
I
At
was
ease.
like, what?
The safe word is Montana.
It's like, that's not how ranks work.
It's a very peculiar safe word.
Yeah.
Being that I'm a countess, that kind of outranks an admiral.
Well,
I'm just saying.
Well, there's the political rankings and then there's the military rankings, so it depends on which ranking we're looking at.
Well, if I were British, a countess outranks an admiral.
Thank God we're American. America. America! Fuck yeah! We're also joined by our producer, number 2.
Number 2.
Hey, everybody.
Who does number 2 work for?
Us.
You guys.
It's us.
He works for us. You can find us on any fine podcast app. You're probably listening to us right now on a podcast app.
It'd be weird if you were doing it somewhere else.
There's other places you can do that, but podcast apps is kind of where you start. You can rate and subscribe to us. We'd like that. That helps us out. And you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Cult Movie Cantina. And you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/Mopcast Network, where you can see our smiling faces. We're also on Tik Tok at Mopcast, but I haven't updated those. I hope to be doing that soon. I haven't been inspired. I need to be inspired, and I haven't been inspired. Plus, I don't know how long TikTok's going to be around because the U.S. government is trying to ban it.
Right.
You should go to the movies with me because I've been doing that more often.
I haven't TikToked lately.
I haven't TikTok.
I had one TikTok video that got like 100,000 views.
Nice.
And like hundreds of likes, and I got real excited, and I couldn't repeat it if I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that was just one of those unicorns.
Yeah.
Couldn't capitalize on it.
I tried.
I honestly, I tell you what's up with me and TikTok. We're having to do TikToks at work, and I'm not having fun with it. And I'm just
Did you say you were having to do tuk-tuks at work?
TikToks.
Okay.
Well, we talked about this. We talked about this last time.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
just getting worse.
It's the corporate type of TikToks, not the feeling it like not your natural kind of.
However,
TikTok.
I just saw one we finished that I wrote. I didn't produce it, but I wrote it, and where we took our company mascot and set him on fire.
What's your company mascot?
Is it a slot machine?
No, because we do not have slot machines.
Good to know.
We have gaming machines.
My apologies. Is it a gaming machine?
It is not a gaming machine. It's a guy with sunglasses and a green suit called Lucky Bill.
Oh,
And
okay.
Lucky Bill is he brings luck, and
Why would you set him on fire?
Did you
then?
do it on St. Patrick's Day?
No, we did not.
Because it seems like that would be his favorite holiday.
I don't know what they did with St. Patrick's Day. Yes, you're right. You think he'd bring luck, and that's what he does. He brings luck, and we thought the joke would be funny if he brings luck for everybody except himself.
Aww.
And so
Womp womp.
he does the joke is he does the one chip challenge, and when he eats the chip, he sets himself on fire.
Oh.
And so the graphics turned out.
Did
really
you guys make him eat the chip?
No, because his mouth doesn't really move. It's a mascot. It's one of it's like a.
Oh, it's not a guy dressed.
No,
up.
it's a mascot suit, like a furry suit with a dude.
Oh, okay.
Like a felt suit.
Well, no, more like a football kind of mascot.
Right, like a
yeah,
yeah. And
Okay, got
so
Got you now.
Speaking of, when are we gonna do the one chip challenge?
never.
Never. I mean,
I'll
if-
do it if y'all pay me.
No.
I'll give you $1.
I've got $1. That's what you get.
Yeah, everybody chipping $1 and then.
Chipping $1 for chips.
No, the chip
we
is
have
here.
one. We have one. I don't
Yeah.
even, I don't know where it's at. Kisa sent us one, and we all thought we were going to do it. Then we looked at it and went, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Because first of all, it's spicy. And we all know that I am a spicy weenie. I do not do spicy.
I do spice, but I saw so many videos of people going to the ER.
See,
after
I've seen
consuming
I've seen
cigs.
mutuals do it, but I haven't seen anything like terrible. Like it's more of just like them reacting hot to it. And
It'll burn a hole in your stomach lining. I'm not down with that.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
well, give me some milk to go with it, and then we're
All right. So if we find the chip,
But I think that's
Number
against
two
the
will do it.
challenge.
number 2 will
though.
do the challenge.
I don't
And
think
then
you're
it'll
allowed to
have
have
to-
you
milk.
can't ask.
That's cheating, Caleb. Don't be a cheater. Chip eater cheater.
The trick is to see how long you can go without
Yeah,
drinking
without
the
it,
milk.
without it.
Okay. I
You
bet I could
time it.
outlast you.
Are we gonna split the chip?
We are now.
You can't eat the whole chip. That'd be dumb.
Yeah. No, I've never seen.
I-
I've never seen anybody eat the whole chip.
I'm legitimately scared for both our Jellicle Jester and number 2.
I mean, you would think I would be the one to be in the middle of that.
No.
But I've been in the hospital with stomach problems.
Right, you're like,
I'm not doing it.
Number
Nope.
2's gonna be going number 2 after that chip.
your butt's going to be on fire. Be launching his ass into space. Just his ass.
And then I will be the winner.
But then who will replace me?
Now we got to figure out where the hell I put the one chip for the one chip
the
challenge.
one chip to rule them all.
It's gonna be like under something that got crunched.
Yeah, it's
And
it's
so it's
like
gonna be
all
in
broken.
pieces.
It's around here somewhere. We saw it and then we put it away and like
It's
what-
like the One Ring. We hid it because we were like,
right.
nobody
Keep
should
it
have
secret.
this.
Keep it safe. Oh, it's not. We'll find it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find it.
This is a in between shows find.
All right.
So there's that. Speaking of Kisa, we have a package from her. We'll get to
Yay.
before the end of the show. I don't know what she sent us. I mean, I kind of have an idea what she sent us, but
I'm excited.
It looks like
Yeah.
a novel.
I haven't opened it, so I got it yesterday. She told me to make sure to keep it cool, so I figured there's something edible in here.
Well, all right.
I wonder if it's edibles. I don't know. I think it's legal.
Well, it's
Down.
thin enough that it's probably like the panties you can get.
Oh, you think it's edible
Oh.
panties?
It's gonna be like the gummies that come in like packages. 'cause
I
they
think
can
it's
just slide out.
chocolate.
So chocolate, edible panties,
Well, I'm gonna go with edible panties now. I'm just committed. There's gonna be sour and regular and hot flavored.
hot flavor.
Like
I-
cinnamon hot?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'm
can
about to
see
say
chocolate.
like,
I'm down
like,
the
like
chocolate route.
ghost pepper, edible panties. Sounds
No.
like a terrible idea. Hey, baby. I went, oh my God.
It feels like that would go poorly for both
Everybody,
people.
For both, for everyone involved.
I
Yes.
mean, I'm not going to kink shame or anything, but I'm just saying maybe you should rethink your life.
What are you missing? What void are you filling?
You can go so many places.
In
with
this
that.
case, it's what void are you not feeling?
After the ghost pepper, I don't know. Hey, I have a comic book coming out.
Yeah, you do.
I seriously, I swear to God, it's coming out. The rumor is I'm going to get it tomorrow.
Oh, really? The
yeah,
finished product?
yeah, tomorrow.
I love when the official source says it's the rumor.
I've been trying to get this thing out since January, so now it's almost April. So I think the Kickstarter is actually going to be in April. But it's Chronicles of Limbo. It's about a 300-year-old half vampire and her cosmically powered toddler. And the second issue is drawn and lettered and formatted. So I'm super happy. Art's by John Walker and Guilherme Medeiros, who's from Brazil and who is wonderful. And colors are by Emily Carlin, who does a lot of stuff for us. And I wrote it, so yay.
I
So-
read that first issue. The villain is awesome.
The villain. Wait till you see the villain in it. Like, the villain is awesome in this. Because I like villains.
I do too.
This
Yeah.
is my biggest complaint about cartoons lately. Is like there's no villains.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday on my show.
Yeah, there's no villains. Like, you've got small kids who watch like Disney stuff.
My kids watch things that are the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, honestly, we're so busy. They're never watching TV when I'm home. Like, we're usually doing things.
Right.
Well,
So I don't know what they're watching.
I'd also say that like normal TV channels are not what people watch anymore. Like it's TV's kind of
I just miss villains. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, Encanto has a house that's like.
yeah.
It's not really a villain. It's just like poor decision making. I don't know what it's great music though. But like
Well, that's
like in
true.
our days, it was like Cruella or that
Skeletor.
Skeletor or
Now, even though it was a twist villain, I think Coco's villain was good.
what was
I've never seen Coco.
Ursula.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ursula.
Listen, that new Little Mermaid movie does not look very good.
No, it does not.
And I watched the trailer and I was like, that kind of hurt my soul
And I don't
a
think
little
it's
bit.
and I don't think it's the fault of anybody in the cast. It's just the rest of it around it doesn't look good.
I don't think
Did y'all see the crab?
yeah.
Yeah.
It looked
Like
terrible.
Sebastian.
I have not.
It's
You posted the trailer.
Was he in the trailer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like at the end.
At
It
the
was
end.
like you were like, what the hell is
He's
that?
talking to
And
her.
it's Sebastian.
I have to catch that. Then I missed
It's
that
like
part.
a real looking crab that talks.
Oh,
It's
that's it.
weird.
they're doing like
It's
the
just
Lion King.
weird.
They're doing the live action Lion King thing.
No. That one actually turned out okay. Like, say what you want, but I think
Lion King was
comparably,
great.
well, in fairness, to be fair,
To be
To be
fair.
fair.
To be fair.
we were drunk at the Crescent when we
Oh,
watched that, so
yeah.
it was real
Scotty
good.
was drunk and whatever, if I remember, very verbose.
And was singing all the songs
Yeah.
aloud.
Which honestly makes me even more mad because she would tell Edgio for a scar, but then you have him sing like an old like timey 50s Rex Harrison movie.
we had the best time, is all I'm saying.
the
Except
best
for the
song
fact-
in the Lion King. The best song in the Lion King is Talk Song.
I mean,
Scotty sang it. I had it sung.
Well, that's nice.
I will.
At least somebody sung it because it
Okay,
wasn't sung in the
all
movie.
right. Be Prepared is the best song in the movie. It is not the best song in the Lion King.
So are we now? Okay, so we're talking about a song that was cut from the original movie that's in the Broadway, but
Yes.
it's in the
Yes.
I will agree.
Shadowlands is the best damn song in the.
I'll give you that.
Shadowlands is the best, and I was like, I was expecting like Beyonce, because it's Beyonce, right? She's an Oliver.
Yeah.
Like Queen Bee's right. I'm like, sing the song, girl, sing the song, girl. No, they were gonna scrap the song and have her do like this escape sing. I don't need her to escape. I need Beyonce to sing.
You know,
And
Sing, girl.
everybody in the Crescent heard it.
I was loud.
you know what song should really be in, should have been in it. That's in the sequel, but it comes from the Broadway. He lives in you.
Yeah, He Lives in You is a good song
That's
too.
such a good song.
It's a good song. Man, that's a good Broadway show.
Anyway, so I think that was better than The Little Mermaid's going to be. But I will not judge it until I see
So
it.
are we gonna go all see it together?
Yes.
We're gonna
Family
have to
time.
because
We've
it's
committed.
kind
'Cause
of
it's your-
hurting my soul a
Because
little bit.
it's your movie, right?
I like the casting for Ariel in terms of like the appearance of
Mm-hmm.
Ariel, but the pieces that I saw, the
What-
acting of Ariel
I
did
think
not
I
appear
think
to
she's
be.
a decent actor, but we're getting out of context, and
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to judge it on the trailer. I'm gonna go see it.
But what I'm saying is that, I mean, from when I met you years ago,
Yep.
I knew how important you had. Like Little Mermaid stuff all in your house, and
Yeah.
little
Let me tell you a follow-up story to
like
this.
it's a.
No, it still is.
I mean,
love
it's
The Little
still
Mermaid,
like connected
which
to
is
you.
why I'm very upset about it.
It's like Little Mermaid and Harry Potter's like those two
Yeah.
things I identify
Yes.
you with.
So, guess what I did not realize about my parenting is that last week I got home and I was on my way home and Jennifer sent me a picture of Callie watching The Little Mermaid. And she was like, guess what she picked? And I was like, oh, cool. Because they just went to Disney. So they're like, that was like one of her favorite rides, right? She was like, okay, so it's the first time she's seen it. And I was like, I'm sorry? Like, this kid had never seen The Little Mermaid, ever.
That's on you.
I know, and
Yeah.
I was like, what have we been doing? What did we do wrong? So we watched that, and so I watched The Little Mermaid when I was a kid, like all the time. It was like my feel-good movie. When my dad and his second wife were splitting up, I went to live with my mom again for a brief period of time, and she only had the second Little Mermaid, and I watched that all the time. So we watched that after this, and I know all the songs still. Like, we're just sitting there on the couch, and I just keep singing. And I was like, these movies are just part of me. I don't know. That's just who I am. Anyway, just thought I'd share. We watched those this last week.
What about 3? Have you seen
So
3?
The Ariel's Beginning?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. It feels like something they made to keep it going.
I didn't know there was an Ariel expanded universe.
Yeah, no.
I
so-
didn't even
so-
know there
so-
was a second
so-
movie.
So there are.
The
so
second
there-
one's not bad.
So
I
there
mean,
are
I'm
3
sitting here
movies.
like,
There's
number
3
one,
movies.
We're learning new facts.
You know, I don't even like The Little Mermaid, period.
Yeah.
So the fact that there's more than one movie just kind of
So
blows my mind.
Not only are there 3 movies, there's also a TV show That
I didn't know there was a TV
I
show.
grew up with it. It was during the It was during the 90s, and it
I
was part
vaguely
of their.
remember that.
It was part of Disney. So it was Toon Disney at the time. It was part of Toon Disney's whole thing of they created shows based on their movies. My favorite was Aladdin, but they also had a Hercules show. They had a Little Mermaid show. And
No,
this
I
was-
didn't know that.
Yeah.
But so they have the Little Mermaid 2. I can't remember what it is, but
It's,
it's about her daughter. Melodies. Return to the Sea.
Return to the
The Little
Sea, yeah.
Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea. And then Ariel's Beginning was like a prequel.
Yeah.
So it's like telling
'Cause-
the story of like,
'cause-
you kind of learn about her mom.
Because with Disney
Okay.
Disney continuations, there are 3 types of straight-to-DVD home videos that they did. They did a direct sequel, which is basically just a retelling of the first film, but with the kids of the main characters.
So the Little Mermaid TV show came out in '92,
Okay.
and it first aired on CBS, where I remember it,
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday mornings, and it's a prequel to the
Yep.
movie.
Yep.
So it's all about Ariel and
Her adventures.
sisters.
her sisters and
Her adventures with Flounder and
Sebastian having to Sebastian. So
yeah. There were some good villains in it. There was a manta ray villain that was really cool.
the real question is, did Kelly enjoy the Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's
she
the
loved
real-
it.
Because it'd have been like, this movie sucks, Mom. And you'd be
No,
like,
she loved
I
it.
didn't know if I raised you right.
But
We're
again,
starting over.
it's a good kid movie.
Yeah.
It's got it, like, it has a villain and it has like characters that are engaging and fun. So it's a good kid movie. So she enjoyed it. I just didn't realize she had never seen it, and I failed her.
No,
No, I did it right now, but
Yeah.
for 6 years she was
that would-
failing.
That would be like if I had a kid and they never watched Star Wars.
But which Star Wars? I feel like that's a convoluted answer
any
now.
Star Wars.
Like you'd have to like
Any
make them
st-
watch
well, my kid-
literally every piece.
My kids would watch every single piece of Star Wars, yeah.
From day one, that
believe it.
child's going to be like immersed. So name it Anakin.
No.
Boy or girl.
No, I'm not.
Y'all, you
Well,
do it for
well,
either.
if it's a girl, you could go with Annie in that case, but
Look, he's already naming his child.
I've met
Look
an
at that.
Anakin.
He said no at first, and then he backed it
That
up.
doesn't surprise me.
I was working at Blockbuster and
Even better.
at Fuller, and I'm checking some lady out who's got at the time I guess he was 5, maybe 4, and he was running around and she went, "Anakin, get right back here," and I was like, "We have failed as a society." And so Anakin now, that was
What would have been great though is if she's
97.
never seen the movies.
right. She just thought it was a cool.
Yeah.
well, if it was 97, it would have to been.
No, I guess no 2000. This was in the 2000s.
Oh, okay, because
So, yeah, so this was
episode
like
1 came out in 99.
right. So this is probably 2000. I was a manager, so 2003, 4. So yeah, so he was about 4, 3
Yeah.
or 4, and so now he'd be 20. Jesus.
Poor kid.
Can't go by
It's
the
a slippery
yeah,
slope from there, buddy.
Like, what nickname could you go by to not be bullied?
Ken.
Ooh, yeah, Ken.
Hi, I'm Ken, looking for my Barbie. I would use that pickup
That's
line.
terrible. It's like there's really not
I'm
a
really
good-
interested in that movie.
The Little
Oh
Mermaid?
yeah,
No,
no,
Barbie.
I saw.
I'm sorry?
The trailer got me.
Yeah,
The
I
teaser
saw
trailer
the
got me.
I saw the trailer this weekend because I went to see a movie, and yeah,
Yeah, there's a Barbie movie.
Okay, like,
and it's Margot
Barbie?
Robbie. It's Margot Robbie as Barbie.
okay. All right. Well, that should be interesting. Is it animated?
No,
No.
live
Of course it's
action.
live
Live
Of
action.
course it's not.
It's supposed to
Who's
be.
who's Ken? It's
Oh, I got you.
I'm looking at it right. Faith was in. His name won't pull up.
It's
that.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Yeah.
Oh God.
But it's being directed by Greta Gerwig, who's done a lot of like comedy type stuff. So this is supposed to be a not.
Oh, her last
serious-
movie was Little Women, so
Yeah.
that wasn't much of a
Well,
comedy.
no, but she's known for her comedic stuff and her takes on certain things. And
So Barbie, huh?
yeah, the teaser trailer's hilarious though. I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing.
yeah,
So, I'm curious what that's going to be like.
yeah, because like the teaser is basically them spoofing to 2012, but with Barbie.
So, you guys watched anything lately?
I mean, I've been watching Last of Us. I've been watching Picard. I watched the witching hour.
So Kisa won't let me watch The Last of Us.
She won't let you?
Yeah, she won't let me.
Like,
And I'm
like, does she want you to play the
first
game
of all,
first?
we're
or-
not a couple. I don't know why. Second of all, she's not like a parent. I don't understand why this has any bearing on like me watching anything. But I'm like, I enjoy watching things with Kisa.
Yeah.
It's a thing we've been doing for the last 3 years, and and so I try to save these shows and stuff, and she's like, apparently
Does she not want to see it?
apparently she got burned on like Resident Evil on
Oh,
Netflix.
So yeah,
And
so,
she's a huge fan of the game.
so
But
y-
this
so
is a
I'm gonna
great
say
show.
this.
It's
Right, that's what I'm trying to
so-
tell her.
I think the key factors to this versus that is one, the Craig the guy who created the main people who've made the game are involved with this show.
Sure.
And I think that's a key difference.
I didn't even know it was a game.
Yeah, it's a game.
I just like the show.
It's a game.
Yeah.
Don't you
And
have
apparently
her.
they've done really well at like being true to the game.
Yeah, they are very true to the game. There's some differences, nothing plot relevant.
So first of all,
but-
I've never played the game because it's a PlayStation game, and I'm an Xbox guy, so I don't have any PlayStation stuff. So it's a PlayStation exclusive, so I've never played it.
yeah,
And
although it's on PC now,
well,
but you don't.
I don't
PC
play PC
game
games either. Even though I have Steam, I can't. Anyway. I'm usually using my PC to talk to Kisa. Really, what's going on? Watching TV, talking to her on that. But at first it was like, hey, because I was like zombies and stuff. That's kind of up her alley. Like, let's watch this together. And she gave me this whole big spiel about she didn't want to watch it. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, she wanted to wait a few episodes, and so she's like, how about we wait to episode 5? And said, sure, we'll wait to episode 5.
Now the whole season.
Episode 5 is passed, and she still didn't want to watch it. And so she's like, well, let's wait till the season's over. And season's been over like 2 weeks.
It's so good.
And I hear it's great. So, Kisa, I know you're listening.
Yeah. So,
When can we
I
watch
will,
it?
I will directly. Kisa, as somebody who knows a lot of people who have played the game, and I'm currently playing the game, it's very faithful to the game. There are minor changes, but they're nothing that are story changes. I think you'll like it.
I think she will too. I think I will too, but I kind of
It's really good.
I have to wait.
Yeah.
I watched the whole thing too.
You
I like
it?
that you haven't seen it and we've all watched it.
Right.
This is
I
fantastic.
know.
I feel like you.
Like
now.
I kept up with it every week.
Really-
Watched it.
then
Yeah,
really
I
enjoyed
did
it?
too.
Yeah. It was good.
And now
Kisa,
we gotta
can
wait.
I watch it?
Yeah, and now we
Even
gotta.
Justina's seen it.
And now,
Yes.
now we gotta wait 2 years for season 2.
So I'm sorry,
Why?
Yeah, we're waiting for season 2.
but it's in 2 years.
It's the same thing HBO's doing with House of the Dragon. They're taking
But
forever
I don't
to
give
make
two
their
shits
shows.
about House of the Dragon.
Oh, it was so good.
I didn't watch that either.
House of the
It
Dragon
was
was so good.
That's such a long
Game
time.
of Thrones did me wrong, so I'm kind of like on the outside of it.
Yeah, but this is based on one of the actual books. The problem with the end of the Game
Well-
of Thrones is they haven't run out
Well,
of books.
well,
and
House of the Dragon being based on books is a very heavy interpretation.
actually, what happens comes straight out of the book.
well,
Dance of
there's some
Dragons.
changes.
I read it.
There's some changes.
But it's not that it's a change; it's a piece of that book. That book is very
Well, yeah,
long, and
'cause-
they took one part of that book to do House of Dragons.
I think they should have filled in some gaps, though. I don't like that.
Well,
they,
I
they
mean-
followed the book that.
I'm just saying
much.
it's very close as to what actually happens in the book.
Kids
It's a,
reading is
it's a
hard.
history text. It's more of a history text than a book, if we're being.
It's like the Silmarillion.
I
yeah, except slightly more detailed, just
I
slightly.
mean, what it is it gives a history of the Targaryens from the very beginning, and
Hi, I'm Bob Targaryen. I'm a used car salesman
Well,
out here
pretty
in
much.
Yeah.
Middle Earth or
But-
wherever the hell the fuck we are.
But there's-
Westeros.
Yeah.
they take this particular part of it because this is where the Targaryens kind of split off and had a civil war.
Yeah.
Whether before that it was pretty much,
We followed the line.
follows the line. So,
But 2 years, huh?
I'm double checking,
I'm
but
a
I've
little
heard.
upset that I got so attached to something I have to wait. I even waited every week.
I know.
2 years is a long time.
Hey,
I might
you
be
know-
a different person. I might not even care about zombies anymore.
Okay,
but-
so there is no official release date yet, but it's gonna be a minute because one, without giving anything away from the video game, Ellie has to age up a bit,
well, they've already discussed that. The
and because they're keeping Bella, because
right.
she's
Well,
the-
she's already 19.
Yeah.
So they've
She looks like she's 4.
Yeah.
right, but they've also dressed her down for this to make her look
kinda
younger.
the- it's-
Even so, I mean, she
So
looks
they
young
can
it's,
anyway.
jump it
it's
even
the
more.
Tom Holland effect. These people look like they're like 15 when they're like in the,
Right.
almost hitting their 20s.
But she's already 19, so she could. I mean, play.
Which is the opposite
Good
of when
time
you and
show.
I growing up. Remember when like teenagers in movies we watched and the teenagers were all 30?
Yeah. Now they get actual teenagers, and then
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's weird.
but I don't see any true release date or any wait. But
Well, yeah, they just ended. They're gonna have a release date yet. That's not how it works.
But I mean, if
It's off 2 weeks, man. You gotta
yeah,
give time.
yeah, they already renewed it. I mean,
So for
But-
now, it depends
then
on
again,
if
but
Warner
the-
Brothers gets sold
yeah.
again. And
But then
someone
again,
just
this
like,
is also a time when like TV shows get renewed before the first season's even out.
that happens really common.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I've been watching and loving is Night Court.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I haven't seen that.
The new Night Court, you can catch it on Peacock. It's
Yep.
funny.
What is Night Court?
Night Court, it was a
Well, it was a sitcom.
a
back in
sitcom
the
back
day.
in
Yep.
the 80s, where it was about a district court that happened at night at in New York City, and it was all the weird like crazy cases that you would see, and so they had
Fun.
It was pretty fun.
a
Yeah.
bunch of crazy characters. Plus the cast was real funny. The
Mhm.
main judge was Harry, played by Harry Anderson, who was a magician. So he worked that in. He did magic, and so the
That's
show
fun.
the show now is it's his Harry Anderson died a few years back.
Mhm.
And so the show's now is played by Bernadette from Big Bang Theory, is playing his daughter.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, Melissa Ranch. She's
Yep.
she's executive.
I like her.
She's executive producer, and John Larroquette's back in it,
Yep.
and he's the only cast member to come back so far.
One of my favorite.
Most of them are dead though.
yeah.
I was gonna
One of my
say,
favorite unofficial continuations of that show is from the 30 Rock episode.
I would love for Bob to come back.
I want Bob Wheeler to come back too, and
Yeah.
so
That would be great.
so this is something that I can ask Brent Spiner when I see him in Huntsville
There you
in April to see if he'll come back. Bob Wheeler's a funny role.
Yep.
And so, but it's like
It's classic
the
comedy. It's great.
It's not. It doesn't reinvent the box. It's like,
No.
oh, you like Night Court, or you remember Night Court. It feels like you just step right back into Night Court.
go.
And the new cast is really funny, and the new bailiff is hilarious. She's my favorite part.
Oh,
And so
wow.
she's this nutball, and it's great. And so
It's
I'll
on
have to check
Peacock.
it out.
it's on Peacock.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
I'll watch it tonight.
It's like 10 episodes.
Yeah.
It's very funny though.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I'm really really digging it.
I would
So
also I think there's older episodes on Peacock too. I would jump into those a little bit too.
I think Night Court, the original series, is on Freebie.
Oh, okay.
So IMDb, so if you have Prime or stuff, you can watch it off that, or I think you can get it from the app. But that's where that all resides, and it's good. But like start at like season 3.
Yeah.
Out of how many?
There's 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's
So you
8
still have a
seasons of
chunk of
Night
them to
Court?
go?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
there's
still
8,
have it, yeah.
yeah. So the reason why I say start season 3
That's
is
when it
'cause-
gets its stride.
well that but season 1 and season 2 they keep changing cast members,
Oh yeah.
and so season 3 they get a consistent cast, and so like
I got you.
and so it
They went
also
through their growing pains.
right. It's also funny, like y'all have all seen Scrubs, right?
Yeah. I love Scrubs.
Scrubs' problem is Scrubs is fine. Scrubs' problem though is that it's also a medical procedure, so it's like procedural. So they're like here's the funny jokes, but it ends on like a bummer here or
Yeah.
a morality tale or something.
I-
First 2 seasons of Night Court, that's what that does. It's like kind of funny, but like we've got to solve this morality problem because we're a judicial system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They drop most of that in season 3, and it gets
Just funny.
it's just silly.
I got
It's just very very silly, and so huge fan of Night Court. But it was
Nice.
a big part of my childhood.
What else has anybody been watching?
I watched Luther last night.
How was it?
Oh yeah, that's come back,
What did
isn't
you
it?
watch?
Luther. It's got
Idris
Idris.
Elba.
Thank you.
Idris Elba.
I can't ever say his name. He's got really pretty eyes. He's a very pretty black man. He had the sword, and he was in control of where people went in Guardians of the Galaxy. Not Guardians of the
Heimdall.
Galaxy.
He's
in
Heimdall.
Thor.
You mean in Thor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
that's what I
Heimdall.
meant.
I
That's
forgot
one of
his
my
name.
favorite things that he does because he just looks really pretty when he does it. I don't know. He's fun. He's in it. It's okay. It wasn't bad. It was just I feel like it's a story that's been told already, and they told it in a
I
different
mean,
way.
So are you watching the Netflix revival or the original show?
I watched a movie.
Yeah,
So this
then-
is the Netflix revival.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I did not watch the show.
I
But it's
didn't
okay.
even know it was a show.
It was a
Never heard
BBC
of
show.
It's a British show.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
British
So
show.
it's all the BBC because they're like, well, they called 999, and Jennifer was like 999. I was like, this is a British show. That's what's happening.
When after Edris did The Wire, he went back to England and did Luther.
Oh,
And so it's a
okay.
detective kind of
Oh,
story.
okay.
Yeah, you'd like it. It's fun.
It was fun. There was action. It was a good movie. The plot of the bad guy, and I don't want to give anything away because I think you guys should watch it because it was good. It just feels like, and I can't picture what that movie was, but I feel like I've seen that exact setup before in a different movie,
Right.
and I can't remember what it was.
I have been watching. Well, it's off now. It's finished. But I watched The Witching Hour. I'm a huge Anne Rice fan.
Sure.
And I read those books like 30 years ago. I mean, so I was really excited to see this, and I liked the series. So I'm like, I'm going to go back and reread the book. And I have. And now I hate the series because it's so bad. Like, it's so different from the book, which I get it. I mean, they're trying to modernize it
Sure.
because the book takes place, well, in the past, but it picks up in the 80s because
Right.
that's when it was written. And but the characters are so different. They've changed the characters, like
Right.
completely changed the characters, and it's now that I've gone back to reread the book, I'm like, man, the series really sucked ass.
Did you like it before you
I
reread
liked
it?
it before,
Oh,
like
man.
because I was,
Yeah.
I didn't. There were a lot of things
You
I
had
didn't
some,
remember.
You had some space from it.
Well, right. There's a lot of stuff I didn't remember about the books because it had been, like I said, 30 years since I've, read them. And so it was, I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, okay, I don't really remember that, but, blah, blah, blah. And so I, sure enough, went back to reread the book, and I wish I had not. I mean, I did. I mean, I enjoyed the book. The book was great, but now I'm like, man,
Yeah.
they've really screwed up
I've
the
only
Witching
read a
Hour.
handful of Anne Rice. I read
I've read everything.
I
she's
read
ever
Interview and when the movie came out, and
Yeah.
I read The Vampire Lestat. What's the next one out of the Queen of the Damned?
Yeah.
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 And then I skipped the next one that's like in Miami or whatever. And then I picked up Mim Knock the Devil because that got published from like right after high school for me, and so
Yeah.
everybody was reading. So I read Mim Knock the Devil. I think that's the last thing I read.
They're so good. I love all of them. And there's a point in the novels where the Vampire Chronicles and the Witch Chronicles
Yeah, where they
kinda
cross.
Hook
connect.
up.
Like Blackwood Farm, I think, is the novel where they kind of connect. But I just don't know if I can get behind this show. I liked the vampire. What did they name it? The Vampire Chronicles.
Well, they
the-
just called it Interview with the Vampire.
Is
for the
that what they
show.
called that series?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever it was, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I think they did a good job with the characters, and they did
Well,
modernize that one as
That
well.
was also with before she died. She gave a lot of the okay for what they did in the show.
Well, she did on this one too. You have to understand, all this has been in the plans for years.
Okay.
The whole Anne Rice universe that
Well-
they so this is all, and her son has
Yeah.
taken over. So I mean, he
Very-
would definitely
similar to like a Christopher Tolkien situation.
Yeah. So I just think that they've really lost a lot trying to in doing whatever they were doing with the Witching Hour.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Some of the actors are really good. Like I love the guy who plays Cortland. What's his name? The dude from Clash of the Titans.
Oh.
Sam.
No.
Harry Hamlin.
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
Harry
for
Hamlin.
the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've thought about.
No, the original.
Sorry, there's a couple of.
Yeah, because there's the 81 and then there's.
I have
the-
never seen the original Clash of Titans.
Oh my God, I love it. But anyway,
I've told the story. Why, right?
Yeah,
I've told the story, but I'll tell it
Maybe.
again. I'll tell it again because it's that time of year.
Yeah.
All right, so Clash of the Titans comes out in 1979, I think. And I'm
the
like-
first one is 81.
81. So later. So 4. My uncle's babysitting me,
Right.
and my mother, who's working at the Pizza Hut, she's a manager at Pizza Hut in Bay Minette, says that we can go see Clash of the Titans in Bay Minette, the movie theater by Pizza Hut. When Bay Minette had this is how long ago it was. A, I was 4. B, we had 2 movie theaters in Bay Minette. And she said if I would if I was good, she would take me to the movie. And so, of course, I'm just cut to chase. Was not good. Was terrible. In fact, I remember I ran out of the house in the afternoon and started crossing streets.
Oh.
This is the 80s. Kids
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this is like I said, pre-Adam. So, like, your small children went out and played.
Right.
And so I just ran across this, like, the streets, the neighborhood streets weren't so bad because there were no cars. But there's a major highway. Well, not really a major highway, but it's like, for a 4-year-old, it's a major highway.
Yeah.
That's connecting two streets. And it's by the First Baptist. It's the street in front of the First Baptist Church.
Okay.
So before we go to 12th Street to Josh Spanner's town, that road. I crossed that, almost got hit by a car. A truck, a big old Jeep truck thing. I remember, and I remember them yelling at me, and then I ran back, and got caught when I got ran back. So first of all, my uncle's fault. He should have been watching me. But
True story.
But he was 17 and had other things to do.
Yeah.
like smoke and talk on a CB radio. And so before the internet, kids, that's what they did. Breaker one. So my mother gets home. My uncle gives the report of how terrible of a child, human being I was. And so my mother, furious, because my mother is prone to what we would call anger. And so I was punished. I'll go with that way.
There you go.
And then I was put in the corner, and my mother called the theater and asked how long the time was the movie, and made me sit in the corner for that long.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if I sat the entire time.
At 4?
At 4, but at 4 years old, I heard her make the call, and I remember sitting a long time. But my brain processes I sat there for the entire movie. I know, realistically, probably 20 minutes, because whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because eventually the anger subsides and it's just like whatever.
No, you don't know my mother.
Oh, then no.
Especially my mother in the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
And so, but I don't, it's a fuzzy memory. I don't have the memory of how long I sat. I remember, though, the process starting.
So long story short, you did not see that movie.
And right.
'Cause you were misbehaving.
And so, but that whole trauma
Mm-hmm.
has put it in my brain that we don't watch that movie. We're not allowed to.
Oh, God.
So you've still never seen it.
Never seen it.
All right, Kisa, that's the movie you want to watch next.
So that's
Yeah.
that's why I've never seen
Yeah.
Class. I thought I told this story before.
And that is the first time
Yeah,
I've heard
never
that.
heard it.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
inside of my psyche and what's wrong with me.
Like, okay, I'll behave myself crossing the street.
4. 4-year-olds don't make what
No,
we're
I
called
mean, yeah.
decisions. I mean, you both raised. I mean, you raised 4-year-old boys. So would. I mean, first of all,
Parrish used to dumpster dive when he was 4 and 5.
yeah, I could see that.
That's how.
Yeah. I would catch him like outside with his friends.
Sounds like
climbing in the
4-year-old
dumpster.
activities.
I'm like, what in the hell are you doing?
I'm finding this great stuff, Mom. They just throw this away. Christmas is gonna be dope.
Parrish was one of those kids that if you told him not to do something, that's going to be his first thing on his agenda is to do that thing you tell him not to do. I mean, and that was constant. I mean, I'm talking about all the way through like now. You tell him not to do something, he's going to do it.
He's gonna do it.
That's just the way it is. So, Jack not so much. He pretty much was straight and narrow, as far as I know. I think Jack was just better at being sneaky.
He's thinking.
Because I found out later, once he became an adult, things that he did as a child that I never knew about.
Tons of cocaine.
And it's no, not that, but
This is my go-to answer.
I mean,
what do you do?
tons of cocaine.
tons of cocaine.
As somebody who was
But
the
he was-
good kid in school, it's very easy to get away with stuff
Yeah.
when you have that perception.
well, and that was him. He was, never got in trouble. Good kid in school, in band, one of those, and he was doing all
Band
sorts
kids
of
are
stuff.
never good.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. Well, I was not a band
one
kid,
time at
so I
band
don't
camp.
know.
People just assume the band
Yeah.
kids are because it's band
Yeah, but
and
it's
they're
that,
nerds.
but American Pie ruined that because it revealed the truth.
So
It's
he
not
was
always
just better.
necessarily sexual, though.
No,
They're
it's not
just,
always, but yeah.
they're up to ruckus.
Parrish was not good at being sneaky, and I don't really think he tried. I think he just didn't care. I mean, Parrish is like, look, I'm going to do this. What are you going to do about it? Kind of thing.
That actually comes up in our next movie, the movie we want to watch, and I have lots of conversations with you two because you're both parents. I'm looking forward to this. Before we get to that, though, the aforementioned Kisa has sent us a thing.
Let's look at the thing.
Yeah.
We should look at the thing. So I have not. It is not opened.
Time for Kisa's Corner.
Careful, the panties might get squished.
Can you squish panties? I mean,
Or the,
If they're gummies.
or the chocolate bar might be messed up.
so all right. So
I really hope it's chocolate.
I
I would
do
love some
too.
chocolate right
I
now.
would love some chocolate.
I don't think it's panties.
Panties are out.
All right. So we've got some peanut butter clusters.
Hey.
All right, chocolate.
We're off to a really good start, Kisa.
Yeah, we are.
We've got some key lime dessert mix.
No, I don't want that. Y'all
I
can-
do
y'all
love
can
key
have it.
Yeah, that's
lime.
so good.
Oh, and we have an old favorite.
Uh-oh.
We have an old favorite.
Let me see.
It's foreign Kit Kats.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I can't have
that's
those now.
amazing.
Oh, the gluten.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
But you can have the peanut butter clusters.
That's
right?
okay,
Right?
yeah, I
You
can-
got that. And of course, there's a letter.
That's fun,
There's
though.
gluten in cake.
Mm,
Oh, I didn't know that.
to make the part in the middle.
All right.
Keith, I'm going to need a handwritten letter in cursive with a quill.
I'm excited about this. I'm gonna go ahead and open these.
All right. So, greetings to my bestie and to my favorite podcast.
Yay!
Since you guys have a preference for chocolates, I present to you many odd flavors of Kit Kats. Some from the United States, but most are from Japan. I haven't tried all the flavors, but I've tried several of them. I'm relatively sure that none of the flavors are quote-unquote fear factor ones.
Thank you, Kisa.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time. This is a nice gift instead. In parentheses, I gave extra pumpkin pie Kit Kats because I really love the flavor and hope you will too. I love pumpkin pie. Also, I gave you a box of peanut butter clusters and because I thought you'd like them. Your friend, always, Kisa. P.S. I put in that key lime pie box because I didn't want to break. I didn't want them to break during shipping. I'm not sure if any of the flavors of from Japan are key lime pie. So for packaging to protect it, she just threw in a
I love it.
That's
a
nice.
box of.
I mean,
Pie
I would
yeah.
totally make that.
She's gonna make that.
Yes.
So thank you, Kisa.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see what flavors you got in there.
So, Kisa, I lived in Japan,
Konnichiwa.
and so I'm excited about this.
She lived in Okinawa. We need to do Karate Kid movies.
That looks like peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter JJJ, PBJ.
This says something in Japanese. This looks like cheesecake.
Let me see this one.
I don't know what that is.
This looks like coffee.
I would have to guess that this is a dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate.
This kind of looks like broccoli. I don't know.
Oh.
This looks like mint. Orange.
Wrong.
Oh, matcha.
What is matcha?
It's a
This-
green tea.
Oh.
This one on the side here looks a little bit like a ding dong.
This
It
one I
does.
have no idea.
This looks like a penis.
All right, well,
This one I have no idea.
good luck.
Strawberry. Also mystery flavor. Mystery flavor. Apple.
She said she put extra pumpkin pie in there.
I have not seen any pumpkin pie. So
But do you see any duplicates?
no. And this
Kisa.
looks like some sort of coffee.
You need to teach us your ways of reading what they are.
I mean, she's Hawaiian, South Korean, so I don't know if she reads Japanese.
She might still.
Okay, I don't see.
Duolingo exists.
I don't see any pumpkin pie.
Hold on.
Oh, we have a producer who is producing.
Yeah. Oh, are you already doing what I was thinking?
No, well, if you're looking it up, I'm just getting video.
Oh, okay. I was pulling up Google Translate on my phone because they have the camera translator.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
So I was going to go ahead and just do that with the ones that are.
I can do it.
Okay.
So, since you cannot indulge,
I cannot.
I will let you pick what we try.
All right.
So I'm going to give these to you.
Oh, I get to pick what you try.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
What do you think I was doing?
Okay.
I thought-
I thought you were giving them to Stephanie to do.
No,
Okay, cool.
No, I want you to participate.
Since you-
Okay.
If you want to see what they are, what they say, I've got the.
All right, so we will let you pick. We'll let you translate, and then we'll try it.
Okay.
Oh, you have a sake one.
Sake?
Sake.
These are framed from serving to children and those who are sensitive to alcohol.
Yeah. So
Oh,
It
hell yeah.
contains 0.4% of alcohol.
Well, Steph's gonna have to try that one.
Do any of the others have notes on the back? All right, well, we're going to go between ones that I know and ones that I don't know. So I'm going to flip them over so you guys can't know what's happening. Okay, we're going to save the sake one. We're going to do this one first.
Okay. I need to read it.
Strawberry.
Oh, that's strawberry? Okay. Never mind. I don't need to read that one.
I will pass it since I will not be eating. I don't want to touch all your food. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
You have to do that every time.
I was singing it the whole time you were
All
opening
right.
it. Give
Ready?
me a
Cheers.
break.
Cheers.
Give me a break. Now we're going to do a mystery
Oh.
flavor next.
Oh, that face did not.
I've never tasted a strawberry like that before.
Japanese strawberry.
If you want to try, Caleb, here's a little bite. It's terrible.
Let's see.
I don't really taste anything.
You don't taste anything?
Do you have COVID?
Oh no.
Just curious. Just curious.
Oh, I'm
Get-
sorry.
get-
Next time I'll break it in
Get
half.
Stephanie germs.
I wasn't thinking.
No, you're good.
You might end up becoming German.
Just say,
It's definitely not your normal strawberry, but it's strawberry flavor for sure.
I got a
All right.
strawberry aftertaste, but it wasn't strong. It wasn't
all
strong.
right, all right. Next.
All right. So,
I can.
thoughts.
So it's
I was not happy
so
with
it tastes
She
like
was-
it tastes like strawberry flavored something. Like it's almost like a. You ever had like strawberry like
cereal.
Nesquik or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that?
I
get a
It's
strawberry
that.
quick,
It's
yeah.
that
Yeah.
type of strawberry.
so we're going to be doing this one that we don't know next
Ooh.
with
Wanna read
a wheat stalk on it.
Can I translate it?
You certainly can.
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Okay, so it's got a wheat stalk. What do you think it is?
Beer.
Beer.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Or just something cream.
Creme.
Yeah.
Whole wheat biscuits.
Biscuits.
Whole wheat biscuits.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
That's interesting.
Whole wheat biscuit.
Delightful.
My next band name. Hello, Cleveland. We're whole wheat biscuit.
Would you like me to do that?
I thought I could, but it needs an adult.
All right. Here's yours.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
It tastes like.
Questions? Concerns?
I like the flavor. It's not too sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tastes like the Biscoff cookies a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of when you read
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit like a Biscoff cookie.
I like it better than strawberry.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to wash that down like you would if it were a beer with an orange slice.
All right. We don't have to Google that one.
I mean, we can. Orange slice.
It'd probably be like citrus blast.
I am going to wash it down with some water, though, because I got...
Oh, I like that.
Was it fresh?
You know
Yep.
those orange chocolate candies? You know,
Oh, this
Yep.
is good.
Yeah.
they look like the orange peel thing. Yeah.
This is a delight.
That
now
was
I need to
delicious.
get some of those. It's
It
been a
definitely,
minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
Like
good.
it's like
That's-
one of those orange slices you could get anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that tastes like. That was
is a
delightful.
delight. That is a delight.
All right, we're going to do a mystery one next. All right, what we have here is cream Kit Kat in terms of color. That's all we know. All right, I think it's vanilla.
Nella.
Adult sweetness. That's what it says. I'm not lying.
Adult sweetness. All right, so it's
Am I lying?
amaretto.
Adult sweetness.
I was going to go somewhere way naughtier than that.
Yeah.
Does this match up to my panties then? Does that mean I'm the winner?
I don't even know what to think about this.
Yeah,
I'm intrigued
be
to.
curious based on what we taste.
Oh, it's speckled and everything.
As it should be. First thoughts. Was it panties?
Tastes like vanilla bean. I mean, if panties tasted like this, I would eat them.
That's a quote of the day. That made me go with the top of the podcast. If panties taste like this, I'd eat them.
It's a very light vanilla bean, I think.
So I might have looked up what it is.
And?
So it's supposed to be sweetness for adults, and it's white chocolate flavor, which I do kind of
Interesting.
taste it.
Okay.
I don't taste white chocolate.
No.
I'm vanilla. I get more vanilla. out
I
of
get
it.
more vanilla. I do like the.
I still like the orange right now. Is still winning.
Yeah, the orange. Yeah, the
I
orange
like.
is the best.
I
one
like the
so far.
translation it gave me though.
Yeah,
adult
sweet,
sweetness.
Adult sweetness.
I'm like,
So let's do a little bit of peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
It's peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time. I am going to be so full after all.
I feel like we're having communion.
Passing the wafer.
Yeah.
Peace be with you, my child.
And with you. I'm with you. Oh, Stephanie appears to like it a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not a great face.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not even finishing that one. That was disgusting.
Oh God.
I don't really
All right,
even.
let's go
I don't
ahead
even.
and get
I don't
Let me
taste
see
either
what
of
it
them.
says.
I
Let
don't
me see what it
taste-
says,
I don't
'cause I
taste-
don't think that's peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, I don't taste any peanut butter or jelly.
Is it a lunch meat sandwich?
I think.
Oh, it's not.
There's a strong aftertaste.
A zuki sandwich. Azuki, probably some sort of fish.
Oh yeah, go look at Azuki.
Okay, well, let's do some coffee to wash that down.
So it is the adzuki bean.
The Azuki bean.
It doesn't taste like a bean.
A funky bean.
It's a. Can't find it.
We're doing the cafe next.
Coffee.
Here's some coffee.
Oh, okay.
Better?
Much better. Okay, that was good.
Kind of tastes just like a Kit Kat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get a little bit
a
of
little
coffee.
bit of coffee.
Yeah, it's not. It's not a very
What the hell
strong.
that bean was.
Yeah, it's not a strong flavor, but like it's there, but it's not the strongest
That bean
flavor.
was the devil.
It was awful.
We're going to do our next peach colored bag with a mystery flavor inside.
Could be a peach flavored.
This says special strawberry.
Special
Oh, wow. So it must be better than the other strawberry.
I hope so.
We didn't get the special strawberries. We got. Could be worse. It could be the special strawberries like ride the short bus.
Well, I'm going to open the peanut butter clusters.
Typed in on Google to see what it is, but
Oh, that is way better.
Oh yeah.
That's much better. That's like an actual strawberry taste.
yeah, like I was saying, that first one was like a processed
And
strawberry.
This tastes like
this is
the
an
fresh
actual.
strawberries. You even get the tartness of
Yeah.
the fresh strawberry. That one was delightful.
It is based. I think it's based off Oishi strawberries, based on what I can find.
That is delightful.
We're going to do this one next. It kind of looks like a carrot. This one does not look like
The
a
one
carrot.
that looks like broccoli? All right.
This looks like a schlong. Good luck.
It does kind of look like.
Oh God. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is.
Oh, that's cruel.
Oh, I'm excited now.
I mean, I'm going to eat some. But
That doesn't help this at all. This can make
Especially
it all-
after I mentioned that it looked like a ding dong on the front. She's like, I mean, it's fine. You guys will be fine.
With that color? Oh. I think I know. I think I know. I'm going to let Scotty go first because I think I know.
I'm scared.
Stephanie already ate hers. She didn't make a
Yeah,
face.
she didn't make a face, but I don't
I'm
think she.
trusting that.
I also like what it is.
Yeah, I was about to say if it's what I
bet you
think it
do.
is, I don't think she would make a face.
Can you guys figure it out?
I like it. Whatever it is.
I don't see now. It's not what I think it is because it. I don't. Nope. I'm starting to taste what I think it is.
What is it?
I think it's wasabi.
It is wasabi.
I don't taste the wasabi in it.
It's sweet
Yeah, it's a-
instead of hot.
It's
they
a sweeter
put the
wasabi,
sweet
but
in
there
it.
is a little bit of kick. There's a kick
Yeah.
at the end.
I don't get a kick, but I've seen it. It wasn't bad. Wasabi.
Well, what should follow?
Yeah, when I saw that
wasabi?
color, I was like, oh, that's what.
I had my first wasabi pea at CoastCon about
Oh, okay.
15 years ago, and I thought I was going to die.
I like the wasabi almonds.
Oh my gosh, those
Those
are
are
so
so
good.
good.
I thought I was going to die. I was like,
Well, we're gonna do this soup-looking stuff to go with your wasabi.
Okay.
all right, soup.
It's probably like a
That's
green
actually
tea.
matcha.
Yeah. Why?
I'm pretty sure.
Your mama's matcha. I don't even know what that means.
Matcha's so good.
Yep, it's matcha.
Matcha.
I love matcha.
This is like a lot of their candies are matcha, have matcha flavors.
When I go to CB Roll, I like the matcha ice cream.
Yeah, it's probably would be very similar. Yep. That's traditional matcha.
Oh, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I mean, matcha's good.
Orange still winning for me though.
Matcha's good to go as a sweet
Orange and
flavor,
that
but
s-
orange is definitely
The
orange.
special strawberry.
Special, yeah, special strawberry.
Special strawberry's number 2, but orange still.
So far, it's orange, special
We're
strawberry.
gonna do this
and
all
matcha.
black one next. I think it's dark chocolate. If I had to guess.
Oh, that's
Is it adult
No,
sweetness?
I'm only laughing because of what the translation. This
Oh
is,
yeah.
It little translation is adult sweetness, deep cocoa scent.
I need y'all to
Oh,
smell for
yeah.
the cocoa. Smell it deep.
Sorry, I'm also looking up to see
it's
like
dark
what I could
chocolate.
get. Yeah.
Deep Cocoa Scent. It's Adult Sweetness' first album.
I'm gonna start saying deep cocoa scent whenever I want dark chocolate.
Here, Caleb. These are some I broke off that I'm getting full.
Yeah, that's good. I'm down with that one.
I like me some dark
Oh, I
chocolate.
You know what we should do to finish off some dark chocolate? Have us a little sip of sake.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about sake.
Sake.
I don't even have to translate this one.
It has like a thing on the back.
Translate anyway, could be funny. I like it be just sake.
Komodo sake.
Ah, Komodo sake. Ah, the good.
Brand it is. Type of sake.
Gotta have that brand recognition.
Do not give to children.
I am not a child.
Oh, that means I can't.
Now, with that beard, buddy, you're definitely not a child.
That's a
You may be Amish. I'm not.
I think he is Amish.
Look, I've been growing this thing since the end
Ooh.
of last year.
That is strong.
Oh, I can smell it. Yeah, it's strong.
Oh, I love that.
Want to smell it?
I do want to smell it.
No
It
one,
does taste
yeah.
like chocolate covered sake.
Would you like this one?
I do. I do want that one. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this apple one to
Yep.
follow the sake. Get us some apple sake flavor.
That was actually pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Shinshu apple.
Shinshu apple. Dark chocolate. It's like I'm like you're good at producing. Here you go.
Oh, this smells good.
Right. It's
That
positive
one?
reinforcement.
I'm getting full, guys.
This one I think is just a regular Kit Kat, so we could skip that one.
Okay.
We have what looks like cheesecake, mint, and then this.
Okay. Let's see what that is.
All right.
Did we break him?
We may.
Okay. Roasted green tea.
Oh.
No. Oh, if you're hearing extra music, the arcade got Guitar Hero. And yes, it's fun.
Here I am.
Kind of weird.
Yeah. Not my
Well,
favorite.
Let's go ahead and I'm going to save this mint one for last because I feel like that one's going to be a good ender. So let's go ahead and do this cheesecake flavored one next.
Kisa, I hadn't found a pumpkin pie one. You owe me pumpkin pie ones.
I know.
This is strawberry cheesecake. There's no pumpkin pies in here. I think Kisa ate them.
She's like, I was going to send them, but they're delicious.
Did it just say cheesecake?
Said strawberry cheesecake.
Strawberry cheesecake. It's
There's a-
interesting. I would have guessed cherry based on the picture.
It's good though.
Because I've had a lot of strawberry stuff.
Oh, this is delightful.
Yeah.
All right. This is my new favorite.
Roasted green tea and strawberry cheesecake.
Yeah, this is my new favorite. Strawberry cheesecake.
It was good.
And then as our finisher, we're going to go with the mint.
All right.
We have made a mess.
This says hi kaguki
Your mama.
plus cocoa nibs.
Your
I'm
daddy.
all about them nibs. I just came for the
Squid.
nibs.
Oh God, I said something that said squid on it too. Hold on, I'm a little scared now.
You're welcome. Best for last.
Contains cocoa nibs.
It's the best part of the nib, the cocoa.
I don't know what a cocoa nib is. But by God, we're gonna try it.
I'm afraid of the cocoa nib.
Here's your cocoa
I
nib.
bet it's
And
gonna be
something
good.
I don't know what that is.
That's for Caleb.
Oh, there you go.
Send an extra.
Yeah.
I'm here for the cocoa nibs.
I'm here.
Does
Caleb,
it
you're
have
not
a
getting
minty
it.
flavor?
Nope.
Nope.
Yes, just
Good chocolate.
it's semi-sweet chocolate.
Okay.
I could eat these all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah, you didn't get that one back. You're not getting it. I ate that whole one.
Yeah. That was fun,
Thank
but
you.
there was no pumpkin.
There was no pumpkin.
Keith said there's no pumpkin pie. But that's okay. We had a great. I'm full. Anybody else full?
I'm so full.
Yeah.
You don't have to do like extra kickboxing just to work this off.
I'm telling you, my husband's cooking dinner tonight too, so
What is he making?
we got a while. A roast,
Oh, nice.
so it'll be really good.
Is Derby wife cooking for you?
I probably not know. The kids have blue and gold today through Cub Scouts. It's a big ceremony thing, so she's going to be at Cub Scouts with them.
Ah,
So we'll probably have leftover hamburgers,
gotcha.
which is delicious.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm not upset about it, but like we'll just be
I've
having
had your
leftovers.
hamburgers. They're very delicious.
They're very
That's
good.
what we had when I was over your house.
She cooks meat
Nice.
really well.
She cooks very well. So.
She
I mean,
does.
she's got enough.
I mean, she
experience.
cooks in general really well, but I've never been a big meat eater, but she cooks meat really well. So, anyway, yes.
Yeah.
So that's what we're having.
Cool. I am not a cook. I'm not a guy.
Not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor either. Kisa, thank you very much again.
They were delicious and fun. That
It
was
was
fun.
That was, yeah.
Also, that's a lot to try.
Sugar Rush is kicking it now. I'm like,
I know.
And we left one out. The original, the OG Kit
I
Kat.
kind of
Oh,
want to make
yeah.
sure that's an OG now.
It doesn't even say anything on the front. And
It just says Kit Kat.
yeah,
Probably is
I
an
mean, there's
original
this
then.
tiny little word right here, but feel free to scan the little word on the back.
I got to find my Google Translate again. Where'd I put it? There it is.
so our last movie, which was a minute ago, because we've all been busy.
Yep.
With Mardi Gras and Pensacons. We didn't even talk about Pensacon.
Yeah, we're already an hour in, and we haven't talked about Pensacon. We haven't.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about Pensacon.
Wow.
How was your Pensacon?
My Pensacon was great. Busy. I didn't really get to enjoy
I didn't
much
get
of the
to-
con.
I didn't
Yeah,
get to do
y'all.
much of the
Yeah,
con.
because we didn't get to go as we normally do.
No, because
It's not that we would have had
No.
time to have done
No,
anything
right,
else.
No.
and Pensacon was doing things differently. I think next year, with a new restructure, I think we'll be able to do some more, some stuff next year. But this year was, they were trying some different things. They got us a new venue too, which is cool.
Yeah, I moderated all 3 days, and I mean, I had a great time moderating. We had dinner one night.
Yep,
you and
we had a good
I.
time.
I mean, it was fun. The one day that I did go into the con, I couldn't. I was kind of limited because I had to go moderate again. So I did. Of course, it's crowded. The floor is crowded as usual.
Yeah.
But you got a picture though, right?
I did get a picture. I got a great picture of the Clerks 2 cast.
Nice.
Hey.
So it was fantastic.
Very nice.
Yeah, I heard you had some really good guests that you moderated for.
I did. Yeah. I had RJ Mitty, who was fantastic.
Mhm.
He played the son on Breaking Bad, Walter Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I loved him. He was delightful. I had terrible with names because she did not impress me.
Oh.
Help me.
Grace.
Yeah, Van Deen. Very sweet. She was very sweet.
For those who don't know, that's Casper Van Dien's daughter, who was
Yeah.
Johnny Rico in
Very sweet.
Starship Troopers.
She's not a lot of
I'm sorry, kick out one down.
what's the word I'm looking for? Substance. Yeah, she doesn't. there's n-
Sustenance.
No, that's
the
food.
substance.
Oh.
There's not a lot of substance.
She don't have a lot of
there.
experience yet.
Yeah,
She's young.
she's still. Yeah.
So most of that panel was just, kids asking her, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite, it's
Oh.
like that kind of thing. It was, I had several authors that I just, most of which I had last year.
Right.
And, and it's really nice to be able to do their panels again because, I'm comfortable with them. I know them. I did get to do a panel with one of my favorite authors, Sherilyn Kenyon.
How was that?
It was delightful. She's fantastic. I've met her before, though. She was at the Gulf Coast Con,
Yeah,
that little con they had here that one time.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was good. I mean, I had a really good time. I like moderating. I'm definitely going to do it again. I just wish that I had, 2 days of moderating and 1 day to
Off.
do off.
Yeah.
So,
Just tell Steve. That's what I do.
yeah,
'Cause that's how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to work 2 days, get a day.
Yep.
And so
yeah.
I moderated too. I had Sam Jones, who was Flash Gordon in the Flash Gordon movie. He's also in both Ted movies.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you talk to him about Ted?
He talked about, of course, he talked about Ted. So the new venue we got is part of the Methodist Church in Pensacola. It's one of their also, and so he grew up Methodist. So his panel turned into part preachy, part self-help, part remembering the good old times.
Mm-hmm.
The cool thing about Sam Jones is that he does act from time to time, but for a real job, he runs security for high-risk clients, so
Really?
like billionaires and things when they have to go to Mexico and stuff like that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's the guy who's coordinating caravans and loaded up with armor and stuff and living the live-action
That's
superhero
kinda cool.
dream. And so that was very cool. And so talked to him. My favorite, though, was Janet Renfro, who will say she's not famous, but she did a famous thing. And the famous thing she did was she was Janet Leigh's body double in Psycho. So when the shower scene happens, the person actually getting stabbed in the shower and who's naked and everything in the shower is Janet Renfro, not Janet Leigh. And she was a model. She heard about it. She went to audition for Hitchcock. He made her strip. Then he took her to Janet Leigh, made her strip for Janet Leigh, and she didn't care because at the time she was a nudist, and so she was like 21 and like looked good, and
so it wasn't an issue.
No, and then what's really fascinating though is that afterwards she was on the cover of Playboy, right before the movie came out, and then she was one of the original Playboy bunnies at the Chicago Playboy Club, the first one. So she was a delight. She was like the best grandmother ever, who happened to also be a Playboy bunny.
That's awesome.
And so
she's like a badass grandma.
She was a great badass grandma. And she's like in her 80s, and she's just full of stories and just a damn delight.
Those are the
That's
best.
awesome.
She was great. The funniest part of that panel, though, Eric Roberts, Julia Roberts' brother, was at Pensacon. Because he's an actor too, and he was in a Doctor Who movie, and they're doing a big Doctor Who movie panel in the bigger room next door to it. And Eric Roberts just followed Janet Renfro to our panel room and sat down, and I was like, I don't think you're supposed to be here. He goes, well, hello, I'm Eric Roberts, and I'm like, I know who you are, Eric Roberts, but I think Eric Roberts needs to be in this room right here, so, unless you want to hang out with me and Janet Renfro, which I don't mind.
That's awesome.
So I got to corral Eric Roberts.
That is awesome.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And then the rest of my panels end up being like, I did Linnea Quigley, who we all know and may remember from when we did Return of the Living Dead last year.
Yeah.
She's the one who gets naked. She's trash. She's the one who has to wear the plastic, vagina stuff, and and she's a trip and just super sweet, and she's like really into animal activism, and she's got like 6 dogs and a couple of cats and some goats on a ranch in California, and
delightful.
And so
That's
she is
cool.
very
That's
delightful. We had a blast with her.
One of the things that I really enjoyed about doing RJ Minnie is that he has cerebral palsy, and so does my husband. So we got to talk about that, and also he's the kind of spokesperson now for actors with disabilities. He's like the ambassador.
Cool.
So just making sure that they are not discriminated against in the acting community. So it's really kind of cool.
Cool.
I enjoyed all that. He does a lot.
Yeah, Pensacon was good this year. Had a good time.
Mhm.
And so look forward to next year
Me too.
and see who we get to moderate. Because hopefully they'll get you out of the author's room.
I don't know if I want to be out. Now that I've really gotten to know a lot of these guys, what I would like is one day with the authors, because I like them.
Sure.
And then one day, with some other celebrities.
Right.
And then one day where I can
Have a day
enjoy
off.
the con.
Right.
Because there are so many panels that I wanted to go see that I couldn't go see. So it's like, ugh.
Yeah, my whole day was either being on a panel or helping other panels.
Yeah.
So I was pretty bad. So I didn't get any autographs. That's how bad it was. I didn't have time.
Yeah, like I said, I had time for one photo, but I couldn't even get autographs because I was limited on time, and there were crazy lines for everybody.
And they didn't give us VIP passes this year.
No, so we could not.
Could not do that. So hey, that's my only really bad note about that. I think they should have gave us VIP passes.
I do too, and the reason why it's not. We're providing a service, and it's an important service. But also, if you have your moderators scheduled 3 days in a row, and we do happen to have a couple hours that we can go get our autographs, well, if we don't have VIP passes, there's no way that we have time to wait in lines before we go to our next panel.
But their argument is moderators think they're special, and look, guys, we are.
We are special.
And because it's not, look.
The panels don't work without you guys.
Right. Well, that's also not true because, man, a lot of celebrities will do their own.
Yeah,
but it's a specialized skill. You got to be comfortable talking to people. You got to be comfortable talking to celebrities. That's a whole other level.
Yeah.
And you also got to read a room and run a room. So it's, I mean, you know, you've been on panels, you know how they are, and so it's a skill. It's not like
They can't just pull anybody off the street
but
and
the
say,
opinion
hey,
is that they can, and so we're not nobody's special, and so
not to mention all the time that we spend before
The research.
researching to be able to do these panels.
Yeah, because it's like any interview. You research so that way
Right.
you can prepare for this.
Right.
And you can't just go in with no knowledge of who you're talking to.
but that's just a minor quip. I think it's, you know, it's just a minor thing. I mean, it's not going to prevent me from doing it, but it would have been nice if we could have had it, so kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Anything else?
The last thing I know is the Oscars, but I think me and Caleb only one watched it, right?
I didn't even watch it.
See,
I
I
just heard
watched
the
it.
results.
So I watched it.
And I just watched the results, and then I went on YouTube and watched a lot of the not a lot,
I
but
watched
several
some
of the acceptance speeches from the
Yeah.
people that I cared about.
Right.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
I
like-
watched some discussions about the results.
So I watched it. It was fine. Really awkward moment. I think there was too many Will Smith jokes. After a while, Jimmy Kimmel was beating a dead horse.
Yeah.
And then there's a real awkward moment between Malaya, who won the Nobel Peace Prize, she's the youngest person to ever win. She's from Afghanistan. She and they did a bit with her and Cocaine Bear, and I'm like, don't do this bit. Don't do this. Don't, because I don't think she was into it. It was just bad choice, Jimmy Kimmel. Bad choice. Didn't work. I think most of everybody I wanted to win won. So
yeah, I don't know how I think Jamie Lee is great, but I would have personally preferred Angela Bassett.
I don't know.
look, Angela Bassett was great in Wakanda Forever. She's great. She's probably the best thing in Wakanda Forever. However, she's only in it for like 5 minutes. It's not a very long part for her. Like altogether,
But
it's
it's
not.
It's
also
also
best supporting.
Right, but
somebody also made, made a comment about that she's a fantastic actress. Does she really want to win the Oscar for a comic book movie?
Why should that matter now?
I mean, that's probably, with her entire body of work and she probably deserved Oscars and other things, or maybe in the future.
This
But
is her second nomination, because she was nominated for what's Love Got to Do with It when she played
Right.
Tina Turner. I don't know if she's been nominated since then though.
which
Should have been. She's fantastic.
She's
actress.
fantastic. But yeah, I think that Jamie Lee Curtis was
But
deserved.
And Jamie Lee
but
Curtis
I
is
can
great.
But the
in
thing is, I
everything
can make the same argument for Jamie Lee Curtis winning for this, because it's a genre film too.
Yeah.
So I mean, that argument
But-
really doesn't work in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it does, and the reason why is because look at Jamie Lee's body of work is mostly genre work.
Yeah.
yeah.
In fact, to the point where she unlike any other nominee or winner, actually thanked being in genre films. Most people.
I think
so-
the real problem lies with the Oscars don't want to recognize that these films are actual art.
Well,
Because as soon as they give somebody an actual as soon as it's no longer a best effects or a best music or something like that, then they have to say, oh yeah, this is actually art, not just some nerdy film.
well, I mean, if if you're going to go that route, there are other actors in other comic book movies who, in my opinion, deserve it more than Angela Bassett. I mean,
Well, I don't know about this year.
well,
Yeah, I
not
don't know
this
about
year.
this year.
Not this
Well,
year.
This year was a rough year.
But
for
I
comic
mean,
movies.
but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
a
yeah.
whole, there's been some really good performances, but I just,
Well, I'm saying it's been a problem for a long time. I don't think it's a new problem.
I don't think it's a problem.
I don't either, because they're getting nominated.
Right.
Like, let's be honest. It's not a comic book film, but it's a genre movie. And it's also the biggest movie of last year. It
Yeah.
will probably be the biggest movie of this year when it is all said and done.
Yeah.
Avatar 2.
Which I'm
Best
glad
Picture.
I'm glad it
Yeah.
got. I'm glad it got Best Picture. It deserved that.
And it won for Best Visual Effects because, of course, it did. They invented visual effects to make that movie work.
Right.
And so the biggest disappointment to me was Top Gun not getting nominated for cinematography, because it's got the best cinematography.
Yeah, it's
It was beautiful.
They
good
stuck a
cinematography.
camera on a goddamn plane. They were like, that's not good enough. Like, what? And they went
Yeah.
to All Quiet on the Western Front, which is a fine movie, but It's no Top Gun.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? It's German. You'd like it.
No, I haven't. Which one is it?
And All Quiet on the Western Front. It's the Hemingway book. The German filmmakers made it. It's a World War I epic, and it's good. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It won Best Foreign Film.
Nice.
It's nominated for Best Picture. It had the most nominations, but it didn't. It only won like 4. Everywhere, everything, all at once won pretty much everything.
It's so good. That
is
movie
good.
is
I mean,
so
it just
good.
Have you seen it yet?
No, because it's $20 on Amazon.
Is it still $20 on Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not pay that much money for it.
It's $19.99.
Yep.
So I'm gonna wait till it's not
There's-
$20.
It's on Showtime if you got Showtime.
Yeah,
I
I
do-
watch.
oh, I
That's what
don't
I
have
watched it on
Showtime.
Showtime. I was
Yeah.
wondering where did I watch it for
I don't
free.
have that.
I got you. That's good though.
Yeah.
So we want to watch it. We just
It was
I'm
on.
not
Like I said, it was on my
paying
list last year.
Yeah.
so,
I'm with you. I want to see The Whale, but it's not come down.
I
in
want to
price
see that
yet.
too.
Mm.
the way did you watch Brendan Fraser's speech?
Yeah,
A lot, and I would say too many whale metaphors.
I know. It was a lot.
It was a lot of undersea stuff, and I'm like, all right, Brendan, we get it. We get it. We get it.
That would be me giving any speech for anything.
Just
Because
lots
I would just keep going. Be like, I'm just really glad for this. I hope I don't blow with all my tears. I didn't watch anything on the Oscars though. Like I didn't watch any. I've seen nothing. I know who won, but that's it.
Yeah.
I tried to watch all the films and I couldn't do it. I tried to watch Triangle of Sadness and I couldn't get through it. I
Yeah, I did.
couldn't get through it. However, the one that surprised me, I Amazon Prime for 4 days before the Oscars had women talking, and so I watched it, and I didn't know much about it from the trailer. The trailer looks like it's like a bunch of women in the 1800s, and they're
Right. I
they're
didn't
gonna
know
have
what
this
it was
discussion about like they got to leave their menfolk behind on the trail or whatever. It's not that.
Well, just something because it chokes you up.
Yeah.
Kisa's trying to kill me with Kit Kats. So it happens in 2010.
Oh yeah.
It's about a conservative Mennonite community,
Oh.
and the men have been drugging the women with cattle paralyzer and raping them,
Oh God.
and they are pissed off. But they live in this strict conservative community who's like are told like, yeah, this sucks, but our ways say that you forgive the men. And so the men, the women gather and have the men, the accused, arrested. And so the men folk have gone off to town to bail them out. So they'll be gone for the day. And so the women who will remain are trying to decide if they stay and do nothing, or they leave, or they fight. And so it's these women who, few of them can read, learning about and doing democracy. And it's surprisingly really well done. I was like, I walked in going, this is going to be a movie about Westerns. And I was like, holy shit, what am I watching? And this is great. And it's riveting. And it's a character piece. It's a lot of just strong acting in it. I got a kick out of it. I was just like, so I recommend if you can catch it. It's really good.
I
Women
love that
talking?
short
Women
round
talking.
won an Oscar.
I'm not sure. So that means
That was
2 people
awesome.
from Encino Man's won an Oscar.
I know.
So that's cool. And we got, let's see, how many Goonies have won Oscars? I know he's won. Did Josh Brolin? Josh Brolin's been nominated. I don't think he's won yet.
No.
And
I mean, especially lately, he's been sticking to heavy genre films now.
so he'll get his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's popular. All right. Speaking of movies, unless we're done with the Oscar talk.
Yeah,
Our next film. I picked something recent. I know we have a list, but I was like, I saw this movie back in January, and I really needed to talk about it, so I made everyone watch it. And I stress on I made everyone watch. Like, we're doing this next, because it was on Peacock, and so it was all available for everybody. We're gonna watch Megan
Unfortunately.
Megan.
or Mithrigan.
Mithrigan.
Megan.
Mithrigan. And I have a lot to unpack.
If they all dressed like they spoke, if it's Mithrigan, it would have been much more fun. It's like Vikings.
Yes.
Mithrigan. Mithrigan.
So that's what we're watching next week. So join us for Mithrigan. So this is Sky saying this is our contribution to the multiverse. Go out and make yours.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.